Is it possible that big feet, Sasquatch, or skunk apes can really exist in a busy city? What you're about to see is a true life event of someone that witnessed it. I have Brandon here in St. Louis, Missouri, in the city, to tell about his true account. The story has never been told or released previously to this before, even though it happened several years ago, because we felt no one would believe it. But could it be? Hi, Brandon. I'm very interested in hearing your account again about the Bigfoot or the Sasquatch that you feel that you saw that one night here in the busy city of St. Louis, across the street in the cemetery on this alley.
Okay, well, it was actually 10 years ago this year. It was the spring of 2009. I was up very late. I was working, and so I had to get some air, and I was out in the house and all that, and it was still kind of winterish. It was still pretty cool. I say about 45, 50 degrees, and there was still no leaves on the trees. And, it's not like how it is now, because, we're here in June now. And so, in fact, I don't think the trees were even blooming, because we kind of had a hard winter, that year of 2009. So, anyway, I was out here in the middle of the street, just walk, trying to walk off my hotness and my, all that. And I heard a train down that way, and, it had my attention, and I'm like, oh, well, that's a cool sound, because I love hearing trains. And it was kind of weird, because there was no, how it is now, everybody's got to go up and down the street.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic on the street.
So, that morning, there was no cars going up and down the street. Usually there's, at least, a few once in a while.
Right, it was more quiet that day.
And so, I'm walking across the street there. We had the car over there. I just wanted to make sure it was locked up. And over there in the alley street, see, there's the cemetery. We got that's actually an alley street over there. And so, it's half street, half alley. Or vice versa. They got dumpsters and stuff over there. But yet people park their cars over there. And sometimes, there's people over there talking and doing this and doing that. And I heard all this rustling and stuff over there. And I'm thinking that, it's people, having a party or fooling around or, whatever. I thought nothing of it. And then, I don't know, just seconds after that, I heard this roar, this ungodly sound over there. And I'm like, what the heck was that? Because, I wasn't expecting anything over there. except, hearing people talk and, partying, whatever. Because sometimes people in this neighborhood, does a party late. Especially them over there. So, I heard this roar, howl, or whatever. And, I'm like kind of shocked and dumbfounded right there in the street. And because I'm like, what is that? Because I've never heard anything like it in my life. Ever. Because, I've heard, coyotes, and of course dogs around here, doing their noises, their barks and all that. Cat fights and stuff like that, in our alley. So, I'm like, what the heck was it? And I'm seeing no one over there. Absolutely no one. And I'm looking up and down the street, making sure nobody is, coming up and down to hit me or whatever. It's like, that's all the hell I need. So, my eyes is focused over there, straight head on in the middle of the alley street there, which is about, from here, I say it's about in between 200 and 300 yards. So, I'm looking over there. I still see nothing. And then I hear it again. I hear that roar. This sound, and I'm like, what the heck was that? And so, well, about a minute, maybe. About a minute and a half, maybe less. I saw it. I saw this big black thing walking slow. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You really, really gotta be kidding me. Is that what I think it is? And, it was looking at me. Okay? It noticed me before I noticed it. It was over there. I couldn't see any farm to it. Because, like, when you see, videos like, say, Finding Bigfoot and documentaries and all that stuff, they, to make sure that you're legit, they want to know, the whole nine, from head to toe, the description of it, how big it was, and could you see the face, how tall, how wide, what was it doing, what did it smell like, and this and that. Well, the thing is, unfortunately, I couldn't see any details. It was black, or very dark brown, and it was at night. It was at 2:30 in the morning, or going on 3, and stuff. But the thing is that, like I said, it was winterish out here. The trees were bare, so that's one of the reasons why I could see it so clearly the way I did. So, it was moving, slow. Let's see here. It was kind of like this, like a straight. It was, you could tell it was, like I said, I couldn't see the details, but you could tell that its arms was down like this. To give you a good description about how it looked from a distance, the only thing I could really compare it to was Cousin It from the Addams Family. Either the old TV series or the 90s movies.
Like just a big hunk of fur.
Yeah,
Didn't you say it was rummaging in the dumpsters or something?
exactly. That's what the ruckus was that I heard. Why I thought people were partying around. I thought, they were just fooling around in the alley, picking this up or doing that and this. But that's not the case. That's not the case whatsoever. It was actually rooting through trash. It was lifting up the dumpster lids over there, one by one. So, I mean, it was, very smart. It knew what the dumpsters were. It knew that there was possible, bad food in it. Well, bad to us, but maybe good to it. It's like a bum or something. It just tries to find, what it can. So, the thing is that, it was walking over this way, towards, it just kept on going straight over this way. And, okay, there's the trees over there. Now, see, keep in mind, they were bare. There was absolutely no green on there whatsoever at this time.
Yeah, so you had a much plain view with no foliage on the trees.
Correct. But still, I could not see the details. And when I say the details, I mean no eyes, no nose or whatever. It was too far away. Now, see that garage, that white garage. Okay, see the American flag there?
Yeah.
Okay, the white garage right past it. Over there. I seen it over there head on. And that's when I could tell about how tall it was. Because those, garages are usually where, the door lifts up. Are usually around 7 foot. At least.
Yeah.
When it was walking there, its head was past it. I mean,
so its head was taller than the garage door.
Yeah, so I
think garage door opening is probably at least 8 feet tall.
Yeah, so I'm suspecting it was at least 7 foot. And I don't know if it was, a full-grown one. I'm pretty sure it was, an adult. But I'm not quite sure if it was done growing, of course, which, in fact, I've never thought about that before until just now. But anyway, well, I mean, the garage was, was 7 foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, when I seen it, I'm like, that thing has got to be, at least 7 foot tall, and so just picture in mind, see, right there where that garage is, that white garage right there.
Uh-huh.
So picture in your mind about, some tall, black, humanoid thing right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was right there, and so, I mean, and then when it was leaving, I couldn't see it again. It was past that other garage there, that tan one, right besides it. See, there's a kind of a alleyway walkway there for the cars and stuff, to pull in and out of there.
So it left first before you came back into the house?
Yeah, I stayed out here. I took the opportunity that I wanted to, see every second that I could of it. I mean, this was.
But you didn't see where it went?
It went past there. I couldn't see it anymore, and and I couldn't leave.
Up the alley more?
Yeah, but
okay.
But the thing is, I still heard it. I still heard it rummaging around and slamming the dumpster lids. That's the thing about it, that it kept on doing it. And then, apparently it hit the end of the alley because, see, it's almost like a T. You got the part of the alley here, then the alley here, and then, you're going over there, and then when this ends, it goes into that other street over there. And so, he hit, a dead end there where there's no alley, and then so he had to have changed, his area, where to go to now. I don't know if he knew where he was going, but I theorize where he came from. Okay, he came from down there at the Mississippi River from Illinois, because see, just a number of blocks down there is the Mississippi River. He could have swam across from Illinois to the river, and I believe at the time the river was unfrozen, and it was pretty deep and stuff, and from everything that I know of Sasquatch, because I have been studying them for quite some time, that they are really good swimmers and all that. So
well, we do get deer here and stuff, and other animals. We had possibly a coyote somebody spotted. We've gotten fox.
Yes, and
here before, so we have gotten various animals.
Yes, I've seen
coming through the woods here.
Yes, I've seen 2 big foxes right over there in the cemetery. I've seen a very large dog that was as high as that tombstone. It was the largest dog I've ever seen. I've still never figured that out. In fact, that was the same year, coincidentally. So, but anyway, there has been some strange things over the years here. Some weird noises, stuff I could not identify and whatnot. And but when it's all said and done, well, I originally thought, in my mind, I originally called it the hominid of St. Louis. Okay, so, but the thing is that I believe that it was a Mayaka skunk ape. So that means that it came all the way from the east, from Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, down there, and those the backwoods of it's possible Appalachia. Travel over there, because the thing is that all those places over there are on the east. Okay, well, Illinois is in the east, so the thing is that it must have really been traveling. Obviously, it was rogue, and stuff. So the thing is it was an incredible sight. That's the first time I've ever seen something like that in person, and it's the only time. I have seen countless episodes of Finding Bigfoot, documentaries on Sasquatch, and of course movies and all that, and there was only one time it was on a Finding Bigfoot episode. It was about, I don't know, a year or so later after I had encountered this creature. They had that, they recorded a howl or a roar, and I was like, holy crap, that sounded pretty much of what I heard. Because keep in mind, I never heard that before.
Wow.
And I was like, that was it. Because I have heard many, many howls and stuff, and as you know, on Finding Bigfoot, the team, does their own howling to attract the big feet and stuff. But this I know for a fact, what I seen, this creature was not human. It was something that was not from around here. It was, a pretty much a cryptid. That's what it was. It was cryptid. The thing is that I believe it has, Sasquatch in general has human intelligence. I'm not saying that they can be, they can create cars and all that stuff. But I'm saying they think like us. They're pretty darn smart. They're kind of like a primitive person of sorts. I don't know if they're, of Neanderthal or whatever. I just think it's very possible that that they're just an ape, North American ape, that just has yet to be discovered. Just like all the other kind of hominids that's around the world that has yet to be discovered. So it was, like I said, it was very freaky seeing that.
I bet so.
I just could not believe, you know. I mean, the thing is that I wasn't truly afraid of the Bigfoot or the skunk ape, and I call it a skunk ape because it was slender and stuff. In fact, it was very much like that one picture, that very famous picture that pops up on cryptozoology pages and on Bing and all that. That one that supposedly was a real skunk ape. It was very much like that. So overall, I couldn't see any details, but the size, say, it was as high, starting like with Kevin Nash, a Shaq. Though I don't think it was any higher, any taller than like say Andre the Giant. But this was such an unforgettable encounter.
I bet. Okay, well, to wrap it up.
Yeah, and wait until you see something like this. I mean, you'll never forget it once it happens to you, especially when it knows you're watching it and you don't even know you're watching it.
Yeah, well, they could be watching us and we don't know. So, in short of this story, I guess, just because you live in the city, it doesn't mean that you cannot encounter Bigfoot or the like, or any other strange creatures like that. Just it's not limited to the country. So they can evidently make their way to the city. Okay, tell us what you think. And signing off for now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. This has been from St. Louis, Missouri. Deep in the city. Thank you. Bye-bye.